Sunday marks 5 years since the George Floyd protest took a violent turn with looting all across Los Angeles. While many of those business owners say they've struggled to recover, others never did. Here's NBC4's Mekahlo Medina.
When thousands gathered in the streets to protest the death of George Floyd.
George Floyd was a pent-up aggression from years of abuse from the police.
Eric Abentotten was there too at protests in Long Beach, carrying out a message that led to his nonprofit Dreams and Goals a year later.
I wanted to heal the community.
There was definitely a lot of anger, while watching everything unfold.
Thomas Liu, the owner of Loose Leaf Boda Company, had to board up his store in downtown Long Beach as peaceful protests that he supported suddenly took a violent turn.
We thought everything was going to be normal, everything was going to be okay. It was a crazy night.
To this day, I condemn the prosecutors in Minneapolis.
That was the owner of Table Art in LA's Fairfax district in 2020. He's convinced how prosecutors handled the case actually led to the national protests and eventually the looters.
The demonstrations were different from the riot. It was not the same people.
Those rioters looted his store as well as others as he watched live on surveillance cameras from home.
We were breached at about 8:20, and I watched it nonstop until about 1:30 in the morning, and by then it was pretty much done. Whatever they wanted to take or break.
He never reopened on Melrose. In fact, he moved down the street to the Pacific Arts Design Building with more security.
Looters could just get in so easily.
Security was top of mind when Albert Daniel opened up his candy store in Long Beach after seeing rioters devastate his friend's shop in the downtown area.
A lot of people that were like small business owners, they work so hard. It costs thousands of dollars to get certified, to have your own facility, and they lost it because, yeah, you're upset. We're all upset, but we're not looting. We're not breaking windows. We should be supporting each other, not breaking each other down.
For black-owned businesses, many actually did not survive past those protests here in Long Beach. But for those that did, they vividly remember their windows being boarded up and worried about what would come next.
National Guard was everywhere.
Maxie Villitz, owner of Village Treasure, shared these photos of that day 5 years ago. She had hoped the message of justice and equality would be louder than the looting and the rioting and sustain itself beyond the destruction.
I don't think it sustained itself the way I had hoped it would.
5 years later, she says the struggle for justice persists, and businesses like hers have never been the same.
That incident did not really help as far as I'm concerned.
In Long Beach, I'm Mekahlo Medina, NBC4 News.